Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Hunter. Today we're playing horror games. Um, we're starting with something called Hydrangea first. There were a few content warnings at the start, by the way, just so that we can know what we're getting into. So, if you're not doing pretty good right now, I would recommend not really watching this, because this is going to be a bit of a tough game from what I've read. This is really loud, for me at least. Alright, there we go. It looks really good. It has about 20,000 words, so won't be too bad. The story is fiction, but the feelings expressed in it are not. Remember, there is a human being behind the words you read. Okay, I got the flowers. There's no need to be nervous. As I walked up to the fourth floor of my local hospital's East Ward, I was greeted by the sight of a mostly empty hallway. The weight of the flowers in my hand did little to alleviate the knot of nervousness tightening in my stomach. My sweetheart recently fell ill with a rare disease. I've been coming to visit every day since the day of hospitalization. Hospitals are not fun places. I'm not used to walking around here. It feels like I'm invading someone's home. Excuse me, who are you? Are you visiting someone? A nurse, exiting one of the rooms, raised an eyebrow as she spotted me nervously walking around. I took a deep breath, attempting to steady my nerves. Sorry, my name is... We're going to go over with Hunter. Male. My sweetheart's name is... Let's do my boyfriend's name. Oh, Hunter, Charlie is staying in room 402, right over there. With a nod, she gestured towards the room, granting me permission to enter. Entering the room, the stark contrast between the dull tones of the hallway and the vibrant hues within made my smile bloom. The early morning filtered through the curtains, casting a glow upon the surroundings. Thank you for coming to see me again, Hunter. Charlie greeted me warmly, a smile dancing on their lips as they waved from the comfort of their bed. I carefully arranged a small bouquet of hydrangeas, their favorite flower, into the vase beside their bed. Of course. How are you feeling, Charlie? Charlie forced a weak smile. The features were looking less pale than the last time I came to visit. The room, adorned with flowers and gifts, exuded a warmth that seemed to be working wonders for their recovery. And if the empty food tray on their lap tells the truth, then Charlie has recovered their appetite well. I can't stand being in here for a second longer. Charlie lamented with a hint of sadness, casting a disdainful glance at the thin sheets covering their body. Every day the same thing, tests and more tests, experts that come to examine me like I'm an exhibition at a zoo. As Charlie spoke, a sudden fit of coughing seized, and then petals scattered in the air. The coughing's not gone? It's okay, don't worry. Charlie reassured me, wiping away the flower petals that clung to the face. Once again, they summoned a weak smile. I know I'll go away soon. Charlie's not been able to leave the hospital at all ever since the symptoms first began. With you by my side, Hunter. It was only yesterday that the hospital staff were able to confirm my diagnosis. I feel like I can do anything. Charlie, I must stay by their side no matter what. Through every exam and medication or procedure, until they can leave the hospital and go back to a normal life. After all. Hunter, you love me, don't you? Of course I do. I love you too. This is my fault that they're sick. Because I was foolish enough to doubt them, and now they're here, being poked and prodded, suffering through unimaginable pain. It's my fault. I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm sorry. Please, don't be sad. But, even though I'm an idiot, Charlie accepts me and comforts me. Charlie is one who cannot leave their bed, yet here I am, holding back tears threatening to spill down my cheeks. Shh, there, he'll be all right. Charlie held my hand close to their chest and patted it softly as they whispered reassurances. This is a charm my mom would do when me and my sibling were anxious. The fabric of their thin gown clung to their frame, fragile and delicate as if it might dissolve with the lightest touch. In the midst of his vulnerability, Charlie maintained a gentle expression. It will be okay. It will be okay. It will be okay. An endlessly kind and understanding person like them gazes at me with such affection. They stroked my hand half a dozen times, then pressed their lips against my palm. There you go. All your anxieties are fading away. I took it all out. You feel lighter now, don't you? As soon as they said this, I found myself letting out a breath I did not know I had been holding. The air feels clearer. See? The charm never fails. Just being with them is a blessing. The sun's setting. I have to leave, or the nurses will kick me out again. Hunter? Hunter? I can't leave Charlie without a goodbye kiss. Can I kiss you? Charlie blushed red, like a strawberry, looking everywhere at me. What if it's contagious? Charlie brought their hands up to their face, covering their cheeks and shaking their head back and forth. I don't care. You should! It's always been so easy to make Charlie blush. They're cute in every way that makes me want to protect them. The desire to take their hands away from their face and share a kiss intensified. Okay, that's alright. If I'm too pushy, Charlie will run away like a deer, a very adorable one. We've been taking things slowly. It's still new, this relationship. See you, Hunter. Yeah, bye-bye. I approached the door, hinges creaking softly as it swung open. Turning back one last time, my gaze lingered on Charlie, who offered a smile. They waved. Bye-bye. I'll be okay. The medicine is helping tons. Let me know what you've learned in class and teach it to me when you come back. Okay? An out of agreement passed between us. I mouthed an apology. Bye. I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well. A very bad feeling, actually. Hey, did you hear about the patient at room 400 over in the East Wing? That's the one with the rare illness? That's it. Everyone's at the attending lounge is still talking about it. Excuse me. I bumped past the noisy staff blocking my way to the hospital's cafeteria. If there's one thing I've learned in the past days, I've been going on to and from this facility. There's no end to the gossip. A lot of what I overhear is from this very place. While waiting for their turn in line, doctors and nurses alike seem to be incapable to keep to themselves. Doctor-patient confidentiality, is dead in this building. Do you think the person who's been visiting? I quickly plopped down a lackluster meal of mashed potatoes on an old hamburger onto my plate. Hospital food is completely tasteless. Those bleak white walls manage to drain every bit of flavor from the ingredients in each meal. Well, not like I've had much of an appetite lately. To my shame, I didn't believe Charlie's claim of the diagnosis at first. The very concept of such a bizarre illness existing outside the world of fiction sounded bizarre and even unscientific until I heard it from several doctors looking after them with my own ears. I've heard Charlie over and over again. The fact swims and swirls around my brain over and over in an endless loop that weighs down my shoulders and sends searing pain through my chest. It's all my fault. I'm the one who did this to them. Hey, are you not eating that? The voice interrupted my self-reflection, pulling me back into the present. I looked rapidly at the source of the voice that had called out to me. For a single moment I thought I was seeing things. My friend's name! Which friend do I want to go with? I do have a lot of friends. Okay, they aren't my friend, but I'm gonna go with Jay. But what I had thought for half a second, where my brain, and my eyes managed to connect, of course, it was impossible. Hunter, what was the last time you had a proper meal? It was not Charlie that stood before me, but their sibling. Wait! 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 Um, wait! Oh! I messed up! I messed up! It's okay. It's okay, we're fine. Still wearing the school uniform. I don't understand why they're here. I'm fine, Jay. You're driving yourself sick, please. At least try to eat a little. No, I'm not sick. Charlie is sick. Charlie is the one who needs help. Do you think Charlie would want you to starve yourself? I remained silent. Jay sat down in front of me, pointing sternly at the messy goop that was the cafeteria's attempts at a portion of mashed potatoes. Jay had always been like this, ever since I first met them and Charlie. But now, the unusual behavior infuriated me. Why haven't you visited Charlie? The hamburger's pretty good once you get to the tomatoes. Try it. They ignored my question. The person at the reception desk told me I'm the only one who comes to see them again. Right. The part-time job is not going to work this time. I know very well that today is one of Jay's free days. What are you doing here? Showing concern for me, yet none at all for their sibling. If it were my family, I would not be leaving Charlie's side for even a second. There's also their father who hasn't been here either. It makes no sense. Hunter, have you researched about the illness? They asked, finally meeting my ass. Why do you ask? Do you care at all? We were close, Jay and I, but thanks to them, I was able to confess my feelings to Charlie, and with their support, we began to go out. But now, looking at them, I feel that our relationship has become one lower than strangers. At days where I consider that my closest friends feel like another lifetime. I said friend. Hi, I'm new. I found your Twitch for me. Oh, hello! Thank you for watching my stream. I'm sorry I haven't noticed you until now. The anger that simmered within me traveled from my chest to my fingers. Hunter. Unable to control myself, I banged both my hands on the table. Jay recoiled. The impact sent some of my fluid spilling out onto the table. I grimaced. It was not my intention to create a scene. I'm not speaking to you until you apologize to Charlie. My voice shook, my hands clenched into fists, longing to grab and shake Jay's shoulders until they realized the gravity of the situation. It sounds so guttural, so raw. You sound sick, you're sniffling, are you alright? I am a little bit sick. I've been staying home from school these past few days. Cause I got a little cold. I'll be okay though. I'm also kind of voice acting, so I don't know which one to choose. I'm just gonna go with what I would do in this situation. I got up and grabbed Jay's shoulders, forcing them to look straight up at me. What are you doing here? Charlie and Jay are family. When we met, they got along just fine. Why are you doing Charlie? The least you could do is... Jay's shoulders began to shake in my hands. I hope you're alright. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'd never seen them with that expression on their face. Their eyebrows pulled up together, eyes wide, paralyzed to the spot. Let me go! Taken aback by their unexpected reaction, I immediately let go. Hunter, never do that again. I started to say, attempting an apology, but the words caught in my throat. The lingering anger I felt towards Jay stifled any attempts to express remorse. Jay shook their heads, breaking eye contact and looking down at the remains of my meal on the table. Eat. Try to eat. You need it. I'm leaving. Hunter. Jay's gaze never left my back as I walked away. I ignored it. The building exit was right nearby, and I made my way towards it. Why is this game sad? Somehow my feet, heavy with guilt and regret, brought me to the hospital's exit. I understand now what's really important to me. Charlie. If I'd realized this before, they wouldn't have gotten so ill. Everything else, the trivial concerns that had preoccupied my mind, paled in comparison. It all comes second to their happiness. This game seemed more sad than like a horror game. Yeah, it was listed as horror, which is why I'm a little bit scared. It's because I find a lot of visual novels that are like this that turn out to be terrifying, so I'm a little bit concerned with what's gonna happen. But there are 20,000 words in this game and 4 endings, so it's not like an instant thing, I would assume. Following the day arrived, a sense of urgency propelled me to Charlie's room as soon as the hospital's regulations permitted. Hi there, came to see him again. Upon my arrival, the same nurse from the previous day greeted me with a warm smile. Yeah. The nurse helpfully opened the door for me. Charlie's probably going to be a bad guy. Charlie's actually our lover in this game who got sick. I'm going to visit them right now. Come visit, won't come visit, come visit, won't come visit. Today, Charlie wasn't finishing a meal like last time. Instead, I had spotted them picking off petals of one of the many flowers they'd been gifted. Hey, you really like your fortune-telling, Charles, huh? I ventured into the room, breaking the cadence of Charlie's ritual. Hunter, don't spook me like that. Unbeknownst to them, I had already taken the liberty of arranging a new bouquet of hydrangeas in a vase. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. Charlie carefully set down the flowers, shaking their head. I can't help it. It's the only thing that calms me down. And Charlie might be the first to die? No! I'd be so sad. There are a lot of, really triggering topics in this game. So, I just want you to know before, I can't help it. It's the only thing that calms me down. Fortune telling has always been Charlie's chosen way of calming their nerves. They like it a lot. You told me they aren't always correct, though. Yes, but on the day we started going out, my flower fortune telling had told me it wouldn't work out. Even though the result is bad, I feel calmer, because I always know what to prepare for. It's not the results I care about, it's the relief it gives me. The sincerity in their words resonated with me, prompting a soft chuckle. You were prepared for me to not look you back? Yeah, that very morning I wrote down a script of how I would react, so I wouldn't start crying right away. Cute. Jay was so annoyed, and convinced me to leave the script at home and be myself. The mention of Jay's name made my smile falter. They didn't want me to say it out loud, but Charlie noticed the change immediately. They leaned in closer. Are you still fighting with Jay? I didn't want to bring this up. Charlie's been going through enough already. I shouldn't rub it in how their family doesn't care enough to visit. I guess. I shrugged. Bonk. A gentle impact on my head jolted me, courtesy of Charlie, yielding the remains of their flower they'd be picking. Hey! I protested, rubbing the spot where the floral assault had landed. You can't fight. We're best friends. But they haven't been visiting you. I'm upset, aren't you? Bonk, bonk. No bonking, Hunter! I laughed at the clumsy attempt to call me out, but Charlie wasn't finding it very funny. You need to make up with Jay. It's not right that you're still not talking. But, please, Hunter. Please. Oh, this is a hard decision. Why do I feel like it's more like a dating simulator? Honestly, yeah. I'm actually using the name of my best friend and partner, Charlie and Jay, and then they ended up being siblings, and I was like, wait, no! I didn't want them to be siblings! I don't. Okay. In this situation, I wouldn't want to speak to Jay, but I would tell them that I would talk to them, but then I never would. I don't want to talk to Jay. I can't. I'm angry. I don't want to speak to. Bonk. Hey! Don't be mad at my steed. I'm not angry, see? It's because you're too pure and good to feel that kind of emotion. Please, Hunter. At least talk with them a little bit. Please? We don't know what's going on in their head. And, knowing my sibling, they're worried about things they shouldn't be thinking about. When I get out of here, I want things to be just like they were before. Including the three of us hanging together and laughing together like family. Charlie. We were close. I consider them my best friend. That's the truth. Yesterday I was so angry. The fact didn't move me at all. But now I understand. I should apologize. I was not nice to them in the cafeteria. Jay and their father must have their own circumstances. I'm glad you agree. Oh, thanks, Charlie. I see that now. What other games do you stream? I normally do a lot of horror games and stuff like that, but I could do a variety of things. I might do, well, I'm gonna browse on the itch library, and I'm gonna let you guys choose some out, but for now, I don't really have anything. But I will find something. And hopefully you like it. Thanks, Charlie, It's thanks to Charlie that I can see it now. They're my angel. I can't believe I ever thought otherwise. Do you love me, Hunter? Of course I do. I love you too, so much. This is the ritual I do of confirming the love we hold for each other. I believe it is helping Charlie's symptoms, steadily getting better with each visit. I can see from their complexion, the colors returning to their cheeks day by day. That's why I have to keep going. Even if I miss out on some sleep or homework or class, that's not as important. Little by little, I'll build back the trust I took away from you. This is gonna have a really sad ending. I know it's gonna have a really sad ending. After the heartfelt conversation with Charlie, I bid my goodbyes for a moment. Oh shit! Have you played DD? Oh my god, I love DDLC! I play it a lot. I've already gotten 100% completion on both games, though. Why? What the? What? No! Charlie! Told you he'd die for now! I don't want him to die! Because I used the name of my actual boyfriends. Hey, are you not eating that? This time I didn't bother to head the cafeteria. Instead, I found myself following a particularly rowdy group of patients up to the emergency stairs to the rooftop. I had no idea this place was accessible at all, or that patients were allowed here. Although decorated with plants and seating furniture, the tall barriers over the edge of roofing spoke story. I chose not to ponder too much on it. The patients heading here were, of course, looking for a place to smoke. I see nothing but smokers up here, patients in hospital gowns, and what I assume are their visiting families. Still, I prefer this place to the cafeteria. No gossiping staff. I can handle the stench. Among the smokers I spotted... Oh! Ooh! Charlie's twin, caught red-handed with a lighter in their hands. I approached them with a questioning glance. Really? With your uniform on? I knew they smoked. It was a badly kept secret. Their response came with a nonchalant shrug. We're graduating at the end of the year, it's fine. But smoking in public with our uniform on is just asking for trouble. I need to say something. Charlie, by the way, convinced me to make up with you. Jay's eyes widened with surprise. A flicker of sadness appeared on their face. Charlie did? It wasn't something you thought of yourself? The reaction was not what I expected. Do you not want to make up with me? No, I don't want to fight with you. I'd like everything to go back to normal. That's what Charlie wants to. Something between them and they're not speaking, but they are twins. Jay scoffed, diverting their gaze away from me and fixating it upon the sky. Jay is gonna be your new love interest who kills everyone because yandere. Oh god. That'd be terrible. Despite siblings' severe health issues, Jay maintained an outward calmness devoid of any overt anger or profound distress. I've never seen them raise their voice or cry. The complete opposite is sensitive to Charlie in that way. This game is so... I didn't know how the characters acted, and so I would have switched the roles around. I need to make my own game/book. Ooh. I would totally love to play it, or read it. I've never seen them raise their voice or cry. The complete opposite of Charlie, who has some trouble studying and tearfully asks for help before his test. They're too cute for anyone to get mad at, though. I can send you my note from class. You've missed a lot. Thanks. I'm serious, Hunter. You're not going to do well on our files if you don't get it together. You shouldn't let go of everything in your life to take care of Charlie. Jay cautioned, a furrow forming on their forehead. I'll be fine if you teach me. Jay has some of the best grades in our entire year. It's rare not to see them with the textbooks in hand. I'm already working on a book. It's a mystery comedy thing. Ooh, that sounds amazing. A hopeful grin tugged at my lips. A couple study sessions with you and I'll be all good. For the first time since Charlie's hospitalization, Jay smiled. I can't do miracles, bud. Even if I ask real nicely? You can't pull that on me. I grew up with Charlie's expert begging techniques. Real nicely? A small grin played on their face. Shut up! They rolled their eyes, smirking. I'm going to come back stronger than ever, with your grades rubbing off on me. I'd like to think my genius is contagious, Jay replied, pretending to examine their nails with a mock arrogance. Unusual back and forth. For that moment, we both laughed out loud. It was as if the awkwardness from our previous encounter had dissolved into the air. The only thing missing from this is Charlie is quietly giggling along to their next to their sibling. I really, really hope that the three of us will have a chance to hang out like this, all three of us, for a long time to come. Jay's gonna die! Or no, not Jay. Charlie's gonna die, and I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Hunter, answer me something honestly. Yeah? Jay turned to me. Are you sure that you still like Charlie in that way? Question caught me off guard. I hesitated, my mind racing to an articulate response. What do you mean? What do you mean? If I'm sure. Of course I am. Charlie and I love each other. Jay dropped their cigarette to the floor, extinguishing it underfoot. Oh. Oh. The implication hung in the air, prompting me to shake my head in disagreement. I cast my gaze downwards, as if the remnants of discarded cigarette were the most fascinating thing in the world. Hunter, I understand you feel bad like me. You've read up about the illness and its rumored causes. I've been watching you starve yourself, skip classes, ignore friends, all to take care of Charlie. Tell me, have you two talked about the breakup since that time? What? Yes, this is very angsty. Thank you for pointing that out. A silence fell over me. Hunter. Jay uttered my name with a gentle yet firm tone. I haven't, I confessed, my voice barely above a whisper. You should talk to Charlie about it. Get your feelings about that sorted out. Don't let it linger for too long. Your well-being matters too. I don't think that's a good idea. Jay is 100% a new love interest. No! 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 I will not betray Charlie like that. Charlie would get upset again. It might worsen their symptoms. Conflicting emotions tugged at me. On one hand, the concern for Charlie's well-being was paramount. On the other, the undeniable truth that was that Jay cared deeply for Charlie and wanted the best for them. No! No! I tried to what? I hate the main character! I hate the main character! Frankly, I wish I had never attempted to break up with Charlie at all. It was a mistake. If it were up to me, I'd rather pretend it never happened. That way, I'll never hurt Charlie again. I can't. Please, Hunter, at least give it a try. If not for you, do it for Charlie. Jay has a point. Leaving things unsaid is not good for either of us. I'll try. I'll think about it. You will? I don't want to look back on that day. Yeah, I'll try, okay? I will. Every time I think of it, I feel ashamed, upset, guilty. Alright, I'll trust you. It's my fault Charlie is sick. I want to try to make it better. Maybe Jay's advice is what we need. No! No! Oh, God. I'm gonna kill Charlie. I'm gonna kill Charlie. No! Jay and I spent quiet time together until we went our separate ways. Charlie dead. No, Charlie is not dead! The fluorescent lit corridor stretched out endlessly as I made my way towards Charlie's room. The usual hustle and bustle of the hospital hushed to a mere whisper, leaving only the rhythmic beat of my own heart in my ears. As I arrived to the door marked with Charlie's room number, I hesitated, my hand hovering above the handle. I'm nervous. Is it gonna be like I gently opened the door in DDLC? I gently opened the door. I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually already dead. I wouldn't either. Whew. Okay. I'm not ready for this. I'm genuinely not ready for this. On my way here, I'd mentally rehearsed the words that needed to be spoken. I'm afraid of what could happen if I said them out loud, yet I know I have to. With a deep breath, I enter the room. Come on. He's alive. He's alive. Yes! Ooh! Ooh. Okay, we're fine. What do you mean, damn it? As I pushed open the door, a warm smile greeted me. Hunter, you're back. A knot of worry tightened my stomach. Of course, the concerns lingered in the back of my mind, the fear that by delving into the past, I might inadvertently stir up reminiscent anger in Charlie. The weight of responsibility pressed upon me. Now the main character's gonna kill Charlie? Yeah. Their dad hasn't been coming by, neither has Jay. If not for me, Charlie could get lonely. Did your friends from the club come by while I was away? Just by looking around this room, my fears assailed. Yeah, the music teacher came too. You just missed them. The get well was soon balloons and presents, and the letters I had helped put on the wall. They're all proof that Charlie has people by their side. I was so consumed by guilt, I wasn't able to see that. Charlie is loved by many people. How's the club doing without you? We don't have any performances coming up till the end of the year, so they told me I don't have to worry and focus on getting better. Imagine this is a ghost? No, that would be so sad. Charlie reassured me, their eyes glancing over a lack of letters that had accumulated during their absence. Among them, a particular A particular letter caught my attention, adorned with a whimsical hand-drawn piano. It's sweet. From what Charlie told me, the orchestra club is tight-knit. Seeming to be thinking the same as me. Charlie smiled warmly. At the contest we went to back here, I was shocked by how competitive the other school's clubs were. The club members were bickered and argued with each other a lot, too. Our club is totally different. Everyone's really nice and chill. Their visits and gifts are proof of that. Charlie and I chatted and laughed for some time. Seeing them so chipper and healthy looking, my remaining fears about the conversation we needed to have disappeared quickly. I have to do this. Charlie, I wanted to talk to you about something. Yeah? What is it, Hunter? I exhaled a nervous breath. Oh god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I feel bad. I'm gonna turn down the music for this. Okay. I don't know what Charlie's reaction to what I'm about to say will be. But you can tell me anything, Hunter. We have to talk about it. We can't pretend nothing ever happened. I've been thinking about talking about what happened that day. I looked into Charlie's eyes, hoping to find a hint of understanding. What day? We were alone back at our classroom when we talked about breaking up. Oh, fuck! Oh, the music turned off. The music turned off. I don't like that the music turned off. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. The atmosphere in the room shifted. A moment of silence lingered. And then... Oh, fuck. Ooh. Charlie? The sudden onslaught of coughs echoed through the room, each one more intense than the last. Each cough wrecked Charlie's frail form, dozens of delicate flower petals fluttering from their lips. Charlie heaved and beat on their chest, struggling for breath. I feel cold. Her shoulders shook as they held on the thin bed sheets on the bed. Quickly, the color left their face, pale, shaking, exactly the way Charlie was at the day of that classroom. Why is this happening? I thought you were getting better. Frantically, I moved to reach for the call button. You know why? You're making me like this. Charlie grabbed my shoulder, forcefully pulling me back to the bed. Staring straight in my eyes, they heaved. People die because of this sickness. Last year, about a dozen people dropped dead, stuck to tubes and machines in an empty hospital room. Close to them like this, the flower petals stuck to their mouth and chin were as clear as day. Purple hydrangeas, exactly like the one I gave to them earlier today. And the previous day. And the previous... Yes, it's Hanahaki disease. But because of the ones they loved, abandoned them. Because the ones they loved didn't care enough to love them back. That's not true. I care about you. I care about you more than... Because the ones they had evil and harmful thoughts like that in mind. Breaking up. Why would you break up with me now? Do you want me to... I didn't say anything about it. That's not what I meant. Charlie sobbed. You did. You did. You did. You want to break up again. I thought back to what I had said moments before. No, that's not what all I did was ask him about how they felt, about what happened. Oh, you don't love me. Charlie's tears broke my heart. I should have never brought up the subject at all. I love you, please don't cry. I wanted to call out the fact that they misunderstood me, but their tears brought back that I don't love her. Tears brought back that the thought that I don't love her back made me... Liar, 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 you said you wanted to leave me. No, Charlie, I love you, I love you, I love you. If Charlie doesn't believe our love is mutual, then their condition will get worse. Will they end up like the other people who have this disease? Will they... Nobody loves me. I'm all alone, Hunter. Jay hates me. My dad isn't even called, and my friends are liars. Liars, but they gave you all these presents, all those letters. Charlie's tear-streaked face turned towards me. They're lying. They don't like me. Even before I got here, they said it. They said it. They don't understand me at all. Not like you do. You're the one who gets me, Hunter. The sound of Charlie's anguish filled the room, a heartbreaking wail that caught off through the air. I sat through Charlie's side, my hand resting on their shoulder. No matter how much I tried to offer words of comfort, they would not stop crying. Here I reached the point where I found myself about to cry as well. I didn't know what to do. Oh, what's going on in here? The door behind us creaked open. Someone came in. Charlie, sweetie, come down. The nurse ran to Charlie's side. I don't know what. They won't. You've done enough. Please leave. She gazed at me sternly. I didn't want to leave Charlie like this, but I don't. I even put a heart next to his name! I even put a heart next to his name! Hunter hates me! Despite the growing number of hospital staff rushing in to assist, the distress escalated. More nurses and doctors entered the room. The nurse's stern gaze lasered on me, a directive to step back and allow professionals to take charge. Fro looked at me. I retreated. No! No! Yes, Charlie is so dead! Jay's advice was terrible. What was I gonna do? What was I doing? What I was doing was perfect. Charlie was getting better. We're better off looking and listening to each other without anyone getting in between. I was wrong. I'm the only one that Charlie has. We'd always been classmates. Our friend groups were different. We didn't have any interest in common. For a long time, Jay and Charlie were familiar names I'd mostly heard during the morning roll call. Where is it? On a rainy day in early April, we met. I'd forgotten the keychain one of my friends had given me as a souvenir from one of their trips. I was a silly, somewhat messy-looking duck keychain made of cheap material. The colors were already fading off after a few days of use. Cute. I did a double take as I approached my desk. Paralyzed as but I wonder how to approach the person who was now holding my lost keychain. I knew Jay as the smart, cool, quiet person who was infamous for making our classmates cry. Not because they were mean, but they rejected numerous confession attempts. I suppose there was something attractive about their mysterious character. I couldn't see it. I'd never seen a yellow one with a purple beak before. So cute! Colorful. Jay continued to inspect the duck keychain in their hands and smiling gently. It was a surreal sight. It was the same person who was infamous for a cool, collected heartbreaker. Giggling over a duck. I mustered the courage to speak up, breaking the silence that hung between us. Hey, Jay, that's mine. I must have dropped it. Thanks for finding it. Jay looked up, their expression shifting from amusement to shock. Since when have you been there? Since the giggling. Jay put their hands on their face and made a bizarre noise. Sorry? When they took their hands out, I could see a flush of pink on their cheeks. The ducks. I just appreciate the diversity of the animal kingdom. That's all, ducks. How to be a part of it? I cannot find Jay's discomfort endearing. I had someone upon a secret and they never intended to share. You know, it's just one of those things. Ducks have their charm. Do you have, a favorite duck? Wood ducks. Jay. We have to get going. What? And that's when Charlie appeared. Another duck keychain? Don't you already have 2 dozen at home? Charlie, shut up! Dozens. That's quite a collection you got going. Shut up. You met a duck friend, Jay? Stop it. You said too much. You talk about how our bathtub is full of plastic duck? I'll kill you. Oh, God. As they delved deeper into banter, it became clear that Jay was indeed a closet duck enthusiast, despite their attempts to downplay it. Back then, Jay was much more shy, would stutter and blush over everything. The confidence Charlie has today is new, something it seemed to build slowly as seasons passed that year. Charlie was my new friend's sibling. Our relationship was nothing special. But when Charlie finally turned to me, their first words were puzzling. Beef stroganoff! Beef stroganoff. Excuse me? Don't mind them. That's just the thing Charlie does for luck. I'm having beef stroganoff on Thursday. The room seemed to brighten as our eyes finally locked, and their lips parted to utter another enigmatic phrase. Honey syrup pancakes! Charlie blurted out another seemingly random phrase, and Jay sighed. And to unsignificantly disguise their embarrassment, Jay poked Charlie's cheek, rolling their eyes. Saying the name of food Charlie likes when talking to a new people was something he did a lot, even to cashiers and teachers. Watching the twins bicker, I felt like I could get along with them. Oi, what you laughing at? Sorry, I didn't mean to. Jay was also protective of Charlie. Those first couple of conversations we had, it felt like they were testing me. You gonna go? Alright, bye! Thanks for watching the stream. Don't laugh at me. Charlie stammered, their cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Sorry, I thought that is your... It's just, you're cute. Her. Breathe, Charlie. Breathe. According to Jay, Charlie fell for me that day. I mean to tease you. It's okay. I don't even know what they saw in me during that interaction. I can't say I was interested in the siblings from that day on. Janet began to talk a lot, mostly about her beloved dogs. Soon, Charlie started to join our little circle too. To think that it all started with a cheap knockoff keychain. And now Charlie's fucking dying, but... After getting kicked out of the room, I wandered around until I found myself at the hospital cafeteria. My appetite was non-existent. A heavy weight of guilt settled in my stomach, making even the thought of food unappealing. I walked to the food counter, but I didn't pick up a tray. I felt bland and unappetizing. What are you getting today? Turning, I saw Dre approaching with a tray in hand. They looked me up and down, frowning. Are you okay? I nodded, but my attempt at reassurance fell flat. Fuck. I'm not hungry, I guess. Dejected and lacking any will or energy to stay in line, I sat down by the unusual table. Jay followed after me, their footsteps echoing softly against the floor. They settled into the seat in front of me, an empty tray still in their hands. Your advice was not helpful. I couldn't hide my annoyance. What? Doing what Jay suggested before was the biggest mistake I could have made. I'll help Charlie by doing what I did before the start. Charlie was getting better. It's my fault their health took a turn. Hunter, you're taking on too much. What are your friends saying about you coming here every single day? I brushed off their concerns with a dismissive wave of my hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? My dismissive response triggered a reaction in Jay, their eyebrows knitting together. No one needs to be involved. Charlie and I are fine by ourselves. I insisted, our voice hollow with resignation. I'm tired. I haven't slept a wink. Forget it. I don't want to talk to Jay. Hunter, you haven't been coming to class. You're not responding to any of your friends' texts, and you refuse to speak to me. Jay's eyes searched mine for any glimmer of understanding. Don't you see how you're isolating yourself? Please tell me what happened yesterday. Jay will not let this go until I tell him everything. That's the kind of person they are. Reluctantly, I relented. Fine. I explained to them what happened yesterday. Jay listened intently, nodding and humming along as I told them every single thing Charlie and I said to each other. It's easy for me to remember how it went last night. I kept reliving that moment over and over again, trying to understand where was it I went wrong. And after I was finished, Jay looked up at me. Without uttering a single word, they shook their head and sighed. Charlie was accusing you of trying to break up with them again. I grimaced. The first time I tried to do that, I actually went up to Jay for help. They helped me come to a decision. But this time you never said you wanted to break up. No. They even let you get a word in, right? That's exactly it. Charlie cried so much I was afraid of making it worse. It wouldn't have happened if I kept my mouth shut. If I just left things the way they were, Charlie wouldn't have started coughing like that again. It all started when I had the bright idea of talking about our relationship that day. Everything was fine. Then again, yesterday I tried to do the same. Everything was great. Everything. Because of me, they're sick again. While watching me mutter myself, Jay Pine put their tray down. They pushed their hands firmly on the table, bringing my attention back to them. Speaking as a third party, sounds like Charlie might have manipulated you back there. No! 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 This can't be the way we're going. No! Ooh. This isn't gonna be fun. Caught me off guard. I blinked once, then twice. Confusion etched across my features. I stammered. What? Undeterred by my bewilderment, Jay continued. That's what it sounds like to me. They talked about how nice and supportive the orchestra club is, but the moment you brought up the subject of breakup, suddenly they're mean. The way they brought up possibility of dying and implied it would be your fault sounds like guilting you into staying. But, most importantly, they accused you of saying things you didn't say. I took a deep breath, biting my lower lips. That's important, Hunter. You know what you didn't say. Think about it. Jay leaned back, their gaze unwavering, awaiting my response. No! No! Charlie was upset, and that's what's important. Jay moved their hands away from the table, and for a second, I thought they were going to lean in and touch me. They hesitated, placing their hands on their lap. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Friendship means being there for each other, especially on tough times. You don't have to face this alone. I've got your back. Hearing such sentimental things, I wondered if this was really Jay who was speaking. They were never one to be honest about their feelings or speak aloud about our friendship and bonds. It was a touching sentiment, especially coming from them. But there was still something bothering me. Jay wants me to share my burnings regarding Charlie, but at the same time Jay, can I ask why you don't want to see Charlie? Jay took a moment to collect their thoughts, their gaze momentarily distant. Seeing Charlie like that, it's bringing back some difficult memories for me and my father. Jay had a family member hospitalized before. You don't want to talk about it. It's tough. That must be it. The reluctance to confront Charlie wasn't merely about personal discomfort. It was rooted in painful past. Stupid people who make their Stupid people who make their partners cry should think twice before they speak. Jay will tell me when they want to, not a second earlier. I have to see Charlie. Jay tilted their head. You have to or you want to? Gritting my teeth, I realized I had no response to that. I have to. I have to. No. I have to. Oh, God. Hunter, you came. I stood before Charlie, my heart heavy with remorse. Hi, Charlie, I'm sorry. My words faltered. Guilt gnawed in my insides. I felt terrible, guilty. Charlie shook their head and reached out to grasp my hands. No, let's not talk about it. It's better that we don't talk about yesterday. Nodding in agreement, I struggled to meet Charlie's gaze. The weight of my own whatever that word is, bearing down on me like a heavy object on my shoulders. Right, you're right. All I do is hurt them. I shouldn't talk at all. I got you something, please take it. In an attempt to bridge my gap, Charlie diverted the conversation with a small gesture of kindness. He reached into the nightstand over my head and shoved me a hairpin. Take it with you. Me? But it's yours, isn't it? Isn't it a gift from one of our clubmates, too? It's a thank you for always coming to see me. Plus, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. But, Charlie, take it. Was a hesitant nod. I accepted the offering, my fingers trembling as I reached out to take the hairpin that Charlie offered. Oh, and this too. Delving beneath the bed sheets, Charlie retrieved some lined paper and handed it to me. What's this? I did some fortune telling this morning, and flowers told me some really important things. She told me I should write down my feelings and let you read them. It's a gift. Please read it after you leave. Can't I read it now? No, it's embarrassing. You can't. I'm reading it. No. Cute. Look, they're so cute. Jay was overreacting after all. Charlie isn't that kind of person. They're too innocent and cute. No. Oh, God. Oh, no. I know what's gonna happen. Oh, God. And it's okay. After what I did to them, I got what I deserve. Okay, I'll read them when I get home. It's gonna be like a suicide note or something. Promise? I squished Charlie's hand and smiled. Promise. Letter at. Charlie giggled quietly, their gaze dropping shyly to the floor, a soft smile at the corners of their lips. A few seconds of comfortable silence went by. I'd be fine staying here with Charlie for a long time, just enjoying their company. I'm happy with Charlie. I'm happy Charlie doesn't want to talk about yesterday. It's better this way. Perhaps some things are better left unspoken. Then, they allowed another gill. Oh. Oh no. We messed up, guys. You know, I don't need anyone else but you. Charlie moved their head from mine and placing on my cheek. I recoiled instinctively, but immediately apologized and moved to accept the gesture. The more I think about it, the more I understand. You and I are meant to be. We're fated soulmates. Another giggle escaped their lips, and Charlie tilted their head, stroking my cheek up and down. That's why I can't stop thinking about you. You're everything I think about. I want to spend every waking moment next to you. Their other hand reached out to touch my shoulder. I dream of you. Every night I see your face, and it's the only thing that makes my dreams worth having. Their hand, cold as ice, reached out to touch my shoulder, sending a shiver down my spine. Charlie. Their hands are freezing, colder than they should be. As I thought, yesterday was terrible, and their symptoms are returning. I can't bear to be away from you for even a moment. It feels like an eternity. Every article and piece I read on this disease said the same thing. I must reciprocate their feelings, and that's the only way for them to get better. No. But it's not healthy. But if I tell them that, they're gonna die. It's not healthy. But if I tell them that, they're gonna die. Do I die? But do I tell them the truth but they die, or do I lie and... I'm not gonna be happy either way. Okay, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna go with what I would go with first, and then we're gonna go back and hit I feel the same way. Because this is gonna be an ending, I swear. That's a bit too much. It's too much, too intense. I love them, but not to that level. I can't say that out loud. Charlie will cry. I see. That must be why the symptoms have not ceased. Hunter? It's nothing. I love you, Charlie. I love you. Day and night, I think about Charlie, how unwell Charlie is, how it's my fault. When I'm not thinking about that or visiting them, I'm reading about their diagnosis. I have to love Charlie just like they love me. Otherwise, they could die in this hospital alone, struggling to breathe, coughing up their lungs with no cure in sight. I'm so happy. It haunts me, that image. I can't live with that. No. 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 Tell them they're wrong. No. Ugh. Me and my boyfriend are gonna have a long talk after this. I observed Charlie as I observed Charlie as I observed as Charlie took away their hands away from me to adjust their arrangement of the hydrangea bouquet, fingers tracing the delicate petals. I love your present still. Sadly, it was getting late and it started to rain too. I had to go lest the nurses came to kick me out again. Visiting hours are almost over. There was a fleeting moment of hesitation before Charlie nodded, accepting the reality of the situation. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll come back tomorrow, right? And every day until I get better? Of course. Even if you don't come, I'll be... No, don't get sicker, please. I'll come. I'll absolutely come, okay? Don't be sad. Charlie only has me. Okay. I believe you. Charlie leaned their head on my shoulder. A contented sigh escaped their lips. Then they looked at me, their eyes glistening. Try not to mess up this time, sweetie. Oh, I... Charlie's expectations were heavy, suffocating blanket. I won't. Oh, ew. No, ew, ugh. Visiting hours are over. Hey, Hunter, did you hear me? Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving. I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. I exited the hospital alongside other visitors and staff. The afternoon sky stretched overhead, the fading remnants of the sun's daylight casting a golden glow. A sudden, sharp realization gripped me, freezing me in my tracks. I stood there, bustling noise of surrounding morphing into a distant hum. I fumbled through my pockets, ruffling through the contents of my bag. I looked everywhere, but it was not there. No. I forgot to take Charlie's letter with me. The letter they specifically wrote from me while sick. They took the time to write from me. A sense of dread claws my chest. Charlie will be mad. Charlie will be upset with me. Charlie will... I can't breathe. Charlie will cry and sob how it's my fault. It's my fault they're sick. What do? I can't go back to the room. Even if I did, they'd get mad because I forgot it. That means I don't care enough. Everything was right until I left, but tomorrow will be awful again. Hi! The surroundings blurred. I couldn't hear anything other than my heartbeat quickening with every spiraling thought. Everything that seemed alright moments ago now felt like a prelude to impending disaster. Tears welled up in my eyes, blurring my vision. A torrent of racing thoughts surged through my mind. I deserve it for messing up again. Why can't I do anything right? I'm so useless. Every inhale felt inadequate. There's no air. We're outside. There's no more air for me. I can't breathe. The weight on my chest intensified with a vice-like pressure. It made it impossible to draw a full breath. I can't breathe. It's suffocating. I can't breathe. Hunter! Hunter, what's wrong? What did Charlie do? Dre emerged into focus, but I can't breathe. Leave me alone. I can't hear them. Deep breaths you're having. I don't need you! I snapped. I can't breathe. It's only Charlie and I. Nobody else can help them. Charlie, wait. Charlie, Hunter. Jesus Christ. I'm terrified of cheating Charlie tomorrow, but I have to. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have a long talk with my boyfriend. Oh, God. One day, in the fading light of the afternoon, Jay, Charlie, and I decided to spend some time goofing off after school. We were eating some snacks Jay brought from a vending machine. It was rare the three of us could be together this late in the day. Charlie was plenty busy with their club activities most of the week. Ow. Jay mentions something about them wanting to spend more time with me, but at the time I thought they were kidding. It's darker and the music is slowed. I don't like that. Why ducks, though? Can we not? Jay's cheeks flushed with embarrassment. They shot a pleading glance at Charlie, who laughed timidly. While Jay and I created a friendship where I could tease them and jab back with no hard feelings, Charlie was still slowly coming out of their shell. I know why. They had something of a need to be accepted in this group, I noticed. I want to know! After wanting that sense of belonging, it started as a joke. Our dad gifted Jay a plastic duck as a gag, and it snowballed from there. Charlie, shush. We can't use the bathtub anymore. It's plastic ducks all over. All over? Floating around, going quack, 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 quack. Ugh. The scene played in my mind, an unsuspecting Charlie just wanting to relax in the bath, only to find a comical amount of plastic ducks had taken over the bathroom. Don't laugh at me! I managed to gasp between fits of laughter, motioning at Jay. Why do you have so many ducks, buddy? It's a hobby. Everyone has one. Jilly has the piano, and you have the annoying heck out of me. Oops! In my amusement, I laughed so hard I accidentally dropped my food. In a futile attempt to salvage the situation, I reached out, but instead of preventing meth, my actions directed the trajectory straight onto Charlie, creating a saucy stains on their uniform. What? Oh God, I'm so sorry. Charlie said it was all right, but with sauce-stained clothes told a different story. It's okay. I'll go to the bathroom clean up. Having me for that happen, I'm so sorry. It wasn't as bad as it is now, but they seemed so sensitive to guilt, lack for a better word. I felt tremendously guilty for ruining Charlie's uniform that day. It's alright. After Charlie rushed off to clean himself, Jay helped me collect the remains of food that had fallen on the floor. As we bent down to tidy the mess, a subtle yet melancholic smile raised from Jay's features, catching me off guard. Charlie's like this now, but before they protected me. Sorry, what? I was the one who needed help. Jay's sudden expression of vulnerability caught me off guard. I was so much so, I questioned if I was hearing things. What do you mean? Jay remained silent, their gaze fixed on the floor. It felt as if I repeated my question, I would hurt them. If I hurt others, I'll feel horrible. I don't want to be bad, I don't want to hurt anyone. But the last thing I wanted to inflict pain upon Jay, or anyone else for that matter. I'm back. Charlie returned not long after, breaking this heavy silence that had settled over us. I'm scared. Did he use water and soap? Jay returned to their unusual calm persona with their twin entered the room. Of course I did. Jay and Charlie were changing, slowly but noticeably. We all change. We're young, still building our identities. I understand that. But at what point do changes signify something good or... Hunter! Are you not listening to me? I am. I changed. Charlie keeps changing every single day here. I see. I matter little to you. You don't have to think about other people and hang out with me. Words that cut deep into my soul. The exact ones I'm afraid of hearing. No! You know I love you. You're the only one for me. I'm at a loss for how to comfort Charlie. Nothing I do is enough. Nothing I do is right. As the days go by, I feel like I can't say or do something without first asking Charlie if I could. Even things completely unrelated to him. I'm just gonna turn my phone off. What? Your phone? Why? Your tongue groaning, increasingly agitated. I can see it coming. So we can talk in peace. Who's messaging you? No one. I have to tiptoe around Charlie, constantly second-guessing myself and seeking their approval. I should know when to speak and when to keep my mouth shut. Wrong answer, stupid, dumb, selfish. Who's messaging you? The common sound of Charlie raising their voice to scream was quickly becoming an everyday noise. Just some friends. I'm not responding, I swear. Show me. Charlie, I swear You don't love me anymore. Is that it? You don't love me? You found someone so much better to chat with, and now you're gonna leave me alone in this bed you put me in? You're so evil. You're evil, Hunter. This has nothing to do with that. Why are you so suspicious of me? How can you claim to love me if you don't trust me at all? This is called a toxic relationship. I can't ask those questions. They'll only make them matter. I love you. I'm sorry. You can look at my messages. I ranted, my voice barely above a whisper. I want everything to go back the way it was. I love you too. Turning off my phone was an attempt to cover a semblance of control, but I couldn't do that without their permission. So, in the end, I have no control after all. Charlie briefly glanced through my messages. Each passing second felt like an eternity. I shouldn't argue anymore. There's no point. Ew! No! As someone who's been in a toxic relationship, that is terrible. Where should I spend my lunchtime? I don't know. Not like it matters. Every single day is the same. Rooftop. Jump, 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 jump. No, I shouldn't say that. The air was thick with an acrid scent of cigarette smoke. I don't know what I'm doing here. Jay was taking a smoke by the corner of the rooftop, away from everyone else. The gritty texture of cinder walls pressed against my back as I leaned my head against them, sitting by Jay's side. The wisps of smoke curled upwards from the tip of their cigarette and then dissipated into the darkness. I thought Charlie was going to be a good person in this game. Why is my boyfriend manipulative? Wait, let me open my phone. Alright, let me text my boyfriend. Would you manipulate me into thinking no one loves you except me and making your lifeline so you don't kill yourself me and taking away my choices until I can't think for myself? Alright, we'll see what my boyfriend responds with later. Alright, anyway. I never stopped to look at Jay like this before. The way they smoke. Why do they do it? The sounds away from us seemed to be even further away. I could only hear the sounds of our quiet breathing and the occasional flicker of the lighter as Jay played with it. Time seemed to stretch infinitely. Finally, as the last traces of smoke dissipated, Jay broke the silence. You know where the term gaslighting came from? Jay asked, their gaze fixing on the horizon. It's the term dates back to a play, you know? Gaslight, by Patrick Hamilton. I listened to Jay, but the words sounded so far away, hazy, distant. The manipulator dims that the gas lights in the house, when confronted, deny any change, making the victim question their own perception of reality. It's a tactic, a form of psychological manipulation designed to seem someone doubt their own sanity. With a heavy sigh, Jay lowered himself to sit next to me. The voice was quiet, almost gentle. People can be adept to gaslighting without even realizing it. I've been irritated lately, a lot. I'm sick of Jay's implications and talking around the subject. Oh, my boyfriend messaging me back. I would definitely not do that. Good job. Don't be like the Charlie in the game I'm playing. Anyway, I'm sick of Jay's implications and talking around the subject. Charlie is not gaslighting or manipulating me. We love each other. We fight sometimes, but we always make up. It's burdensome. I'm tired. I'm always tired. I know. I've been hearing you talk about it for days. You always make up, you always reconcile and pretend nothing happened. I shift uncomfortably against the rooftop's gritty surface. My gaze flicks to the floor. Hunter, that's the third stage of the cycle of abuse. Jay's response was almost measured, almost detached, as if they were observing the situation from a distance. Perhaps they refused to see Charlie. Easier to watch than partake. Jane uses these words of abuse, manipulation, gaslighting as if it's accurate to Charlie and I. They're not. It's not what's going on at all. It's not that simple. Charlie is sick. A tight knot in my stomach. Things just get heated, then we find a way to make things right again. Jay regarded me with a steady gaze, their eyes boring into mine with an intensity that made me squirm. But does it really make things right, or does it create a temporary calm before the storm returns? Look, the cycle goes tension, incident, recollection, and then calm. I shook my head, unwilling to let Jay pull me into their made-up story. Don't explain it, I don't need it. I moved to get up. I pushed myself upright. My muscles protested with aching stiffness. The gritty texture of the rooftop surface scraped against my hand. Leave me alone! Ugh, this hurts! I turned away from Jay. I don't want to hear it. I just want everything to go back to the way it was before. And it will. Charlie just needs to get better. They will! I'll be here tomorrow too, you know. Whatever. I'm being manipulated. I lost track of time. I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie screams and Charlie cries and screams at me because of something I did was wrong. I apologize and apologize and apologize till I can't breathe. Jay tries to convince me to eat, but I'm not hungry. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're all good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie screams and cries at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize. Jay speaks to me about the past. I yearn for it. Tell him about a nightmare I had where Charlie dies in my arms and it's too late to call for help. I yearn for it. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. My love isn't strong enough, so their health worsens. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Jay tells me they can't do this anymore. Me neither, me neither. There's a phase of recollection, you know. They try to make amends, apologies, promise to change, your gestures like giving presents. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. You didn't say you loved me yesterday. I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if Charlie's right or not. They must be. I'm always in the wrong. It's my fault. 1 second. Let's take a break here. Sorry, I'm back. My mama came in. Jay speaks as if they know everything about everything. Tension is the first stage. It's build up and stretch and unease. The feeling that something is about to go wrong. Next is the incident when things boil over. It could be an argument, a confrontation, or any form of leave me alone. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. I said it this time. I should say it twice from now on so I never forget again. I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie cries and screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize and apologize and apologize until I can't breathe. Jay tries to convince me to eat. I'm not hungry. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize. Jay speaks to me about the past. I yearn for it. I tell him about the nightmare I had when Charlie bars my arms and it's too late to call for help. I yearn for it. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. My love isn't strong enough, so their health worsens. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Jay tells me they can't do this anymore. Me neither, me neither. There's still a phrase of recollection, you know. They try to make amends, promises to change, or gestures like giving presents. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you too. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. You didn't say you loved me yesterday. I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if Charlie's right or not. They must be. I'm always in the wrong. It's my fault. Jay speaks to me if they know everything about everything. Tension is the first stage. It's the buildup of stress and unease. The feeling that something's about to go right or wrong. The next is the instant when things boil over. It could be an argument, conversation, or any form of leave me alone. Charlie gives me another lift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. I said it this time. I said it twice, so I never forget it again. I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize and apologize and apologize until I can't breathe. Trace tries to convince me to eat, but I'm not hungry. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. The next day I go see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Charlie screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize. Jay speaks to me about the past. I yearn for it. I tell him about the nightmare I had, where Charlie dies in my arms and it's too late to call for help. I yearn for it. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We leave each other. The next day I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. My love isn't strong enough so their health worsens. I'm sorry. Jay tells me they can't do this anymore. Me neither. There's a phase of recollection, you know. They try to make apologies, promises, changes, or gestures like giving presents. Go away. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. The next day I go see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. You didn't say you loved me yesterday. I didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if Charlie's right or not. They must be. I'm always in the wrong. It's my fault. Jay speaks as if they know everything about everything. Tension is the first stage. It's the buildup of stress and unease. The feeling that something's about to go wrong. The next is the instant where things boil over. It could be an argument, a confrontation, or any form of leave me alone. Charlie gives me another gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. I love you. I love you too. I said it this time. I should say it twice now so I never forget. I think of running off. Somewhere far, far away. A place where Charlie doesn't exist. Nobody knows me there. From that moment, I'm happy. The next day, I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Because I had such an awful, selfish thoughts yesterday, they cough up petals and cry. I'm at fault. Jay is not here. It's no surprise. Coming here every day for me. I'm not worth it. I can't do anything right. Useless. The next day, my legs took me to the East Wing's 4th floor hallway once more. Everything I did was on autopilot. Hunter. I was not planning on talking to Jay. I was not planning to talk about anyone except Charlie. I wanted to be left alone. Can we talk? I don't need Jay. I don't need anyone. Nobody understands me. No. Leave me alone. All you do is try to keep Charlie and I apart. I don't like you. I refuse to meet Jay's gaze, my eyes fixed firmly on the floor. I tried to help you. Jay murmured their response softly. But now I understand. I can't save you. You're the one that has to take action. I headed to room 402. I hope you realize that. Although the relationship was good once, you can't go back. The only way is out. I headed to room 402. Goodbye, Hunter. I headed to room 402. This is very good representation. Well, I'll eat my lunch at the rooftop then. What? Don't go, Jay. Yeah, stay with us. We two are dating now. I don't want to be a third wheel. Or have you guys which all mushy and touchy. Ew. What are you talking about? You're part of this. Yeah, we won't get mushy and, we're not like that. Unless Hunter wants to. What? Nothing! You don't want me around for this. It's fine. We do want you here. It's thanks to you we found each other, right, Charlie? Jay, you gotta stay. After class, we should go shopping together. But that's a date. I know you're shy. You can't go... but can't go on dates with you, Charlie. It's not because I'm shy. I want all three of us to keep getting along like always. And someone's gotta keep your duck addiction in check. Oi. I can't leave my little sibling alone. You're 15 minutes older. Well, fine. But I'm leaving the moment you two start getting gross. That's J.E.'s for I'm happy to be with my friends. Quiet. There's a time where everything was good and peaceful. I didn't cry every day. I'm not scared of speaking. We were happy together once. Now, I don't know how to smile in front of them. Something changed. Perhaps I did something wrong. That must be it. All I do is make mistake after mistake. I hurt everyone around me. I made my partner sick. I'm to blame for the end of those happy days. Hunter, I like you. Yay, I said it. It's all my fault. Mine. Hi, Hunter. Hi. Don't scream at me, please. Don't cry. I can't handle it anymore. You're looking thin. You have to eat well, okay? What kind of person was I before this? If you die before me, I'll heal alone. Everything I do is for Charlie. Everything I stop doing is for Charlie's sake. But they're still sick. It's never enough. I have to become a better person. I have to love them more. I love you, Charlie. A meaningless mantra. I love you too, Hunter. The scent of hydrangeas never leaves this room. I want to throw up. Let's be together forever. I want to go to sleep. It would be fine if I never woke up. It would be great if everything would stop. Tomorrow it will happen again. I'll come see Charlie. They will smile, utter sweet, meaningless words, as if nothing happened the previous day. I'll put a bouquet of hydrangeas by their bedside, or else, this cycle goes on and on and on and on. I might die. Ending 1. That's terrible. That sucks. We're gonna go with I feel the same way this time. When this is over, I started, my voice faltering as I struggled to meet Charlie. I want to go on dates with you and spend every second we have together. I tried my hardest to imitate their words of love, more intense. I have to feel the same way I need to. I don't care about anyone else either. It's only you I want to be around. That's not true. I miss going to class. I miss hanging out with Jay after school. I come over every single day until we can leave together. I haven't slept. The thought of food makes me nauseous. Day and night I think about them, how unwell Charlie is, how it's my fault. I'm not thinking about them or... Is this the same thing? Hunter, I love you, Charlie. I have to love Charlie the same way. Otherwise they could die in this hospital alone, struggling to breathe. Is this the same thing? Oh. It's the same thing. Let's see this time. I'll try the cafeteria. Hey, did you hear what they're planning for that patient at room 402 over in the East Wing? Someone their English still not out? That's it. I heard the news scan show that their lungs are even worse shape. I hear it, but I still don't understand it. I'm tired. Excuse me, are you okay? I walk to my usual table and nobody stops me. Hospital food is completely tasteless. When was it that I last ate? It's noisy. I can't focus on anything. My brain's in constant foggy blur. I don't know what's a dream and what's reality anymore. Beef stroganoff, again, I can't eat this anymore. Nostalgic. I think of the past, and I furiously wish I could go back and forget everything that happens after. I think of the past just for a second, I feel something other than numbness. I'm recalling. Hunter? A day where it was just the two of us. Yeah? At this point I was already thinking of asking him out. Charlie was cute, we got along well, and we would chat over the phone for hours at a time. I had fun being with Jay and Charlie, but I also wanted to spend some time alone with them. I'm really happy to be here with you. Thank you. It was a crush. I wanted it to be more than that. Me too. Hey. I wanted to know more about Charlie. Can I ask you something? Of course, anything. I looked up what kind of question to ask the person you're crushing on. I really, really did like Charlie. What is it? That's called a save. Can I ask you questions now? Sure. Yay, this is fun. We stayed at school asking each other questions, chatting, and goofing off for hours. We got told off by our teacher even. It was fun. I really did have a lot of good moments with Charlie back then. everything to go back to the way it was. I lost track of time. I go to see Charlie with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Oh. It's just the same cycle again. Okay. So, I have to go to therapy in like 10 minutes. I'm going to stop the stream and I'll just pause the recording. And when I get back, I will get the stream back up and get the recording back up, and then we will finish this game. Got it? Alright. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you later. And for my YouTube viewers, I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back to my YouTube viewers, and I'm starting my stream up again. So, we're gonna get straight back onto track again, and we'll continue with Hydrangea. I want to skip through all the stuff we've already seen. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So we're just gonna do everything over again. So last time we leaned in, I want to stay, but we should let him rest. Oh. I have to get going now, Charlie, I reluctantly announced, a heavy sigh escaping my lips. Charlie's gaze dropped to the hospital sheets. I understand. See you later. I approached the door, its hinges creaking softly as it swung open. Turning back one last time, my gaze lingered on Charlie, who offered a smile. They waved. Bye-bye. I'll be okay. The medicine is helping tons. Oh. So we've already seen all of this. It's really annoying. So we're just gonna save until we start getting something new. Last time I grabbed their shoulders, so we're gonna hold ourselves back this time. The situation affected me in ways I never thought possible. I can't get my emotions get the best of me. I'm not the kind of person to push or pull others around. I have to go home. I got up and turned around. Hunter, wait, you have to hear me out. Charlie needs you too. Go see them. Let's make a deal then, Jay said, crossing ours. I raised an eyebrow at them. I'll see Charlie if you go to class tomorrow. You're kidding. No, the teachers and our classmates are worried about you. You skipped 3 days straight. You don't have to stay in class. Just go see them and explain what's going on with you. I couldn't believe my ears. You're only going to see your very sick family member if I go to school? Do you hear yourself? Their family, when we met, they got along fine. I'm leaving. Hunter, Jay called out, but it was evident that the deal was not happening. They shook their head, looking down at the remains of my meal on the table. So, that's the same thing again, too. So, let's save again. This time we're gonna talk to Jay. We're gonna be nice. Fine, for you. When Charlie makes a request with this big puppy dog, guys, I can't say no. We don't know what's going on in their head, and knowing my sibling, they're worried about other things they shouldn't be thinking about. When I get out of here, I want things to be just like the way they were before, including the 3 of us hanging out and laughing together like family. I know we already have all this. So we do this. So they asked, are you still like Charlie in that way? I do love him, silly. Our love is real. It's mutual. Charlie is recovering a little bit more every single day. You'd know that if you saw them once or twice. I empathize that last part with a playful jab at Jay's shoulder. I'm not mad anymore, but I want them to see Charlie. It'll be good for both of them. Have you two talked about this breakup since that time? A hushed silence fell over me. Hunter? Jay uttered my... It's the same thing. So we're gonna save again. I said I don't think so, but it's worth a try. I'll try. I responded intently, frankly. I wish I'd never wished to break up with Charlie at all. It was a mistake. If it were up to me, I'd pretend it never happened. But Jay has a point. Leaving things not unsaid is good for the either of us. You will? I don't want to look back at the day. Yeah, I'll try, okay? I will. Every time I think of it, I feel ashamed, upset, guilty. Alright, I'll trust you. It's my fault Charlie's sick. I want to try to make it better. Maybe Jay's advice is what we need. I forgot to open something. There we go. Jay and I spent quiet time together until we met our separate ways. We already did all this. I was trying to focus on Charlie, but yeah. Did it feel like Charlie put words in your mouth? She moved their hand away from the table. For a second, I thought they were going to lean in and touch me. I hesitated. I did this again. Learn to keep my mouth shut. Okay, we gotta save again. Stupid people who make their partners cry should think twice before they speak. Jay will tell me when they want to, not a second earlier. I have to see Charlie. We already did this, so it's the same thing again. Maybe if we ask. Why do you like the piano? Because, I don't know, I just play it. Why do you start to play it? A sad smile fitted across Charlie's lips as they spoke. Their gaze distant for a blink of a second. My mom took me to lessons when I was smaller. She played it too. She wanted me to play just like her. So you've been playing for a while? Yeah, Jane used to take lessons too, but not anymore. They never liked it much. They'd rather ask our dad for more money to buy tiny ducks. That sounds like Jay. Jay was what got us together. At some point, I realized the conversation would circle back to them. But what about Charlie? What else? Other than fortune telling and playing the piano, any other hobbies? Fortune telling just something I do because I'm always so anxious. It's not really a hobby. I play the piano because it's what I do, I guess. When we go out, I do whatever Jay wants to do. I don't do much else. Oh, I see. I was hoping for ideas to get possible dates with them, but it seemed like Charlie was caught in the cycle of routine and obligation, with little room for exploration or excitement. But I'd go anywhere you like. It would be really fun. With you, Hunter. I think I'd like that. A blush rose to my cheeks. Charlie's heartfelt confession made a warmth spread through my chest. Their sincerity was one of the things I liked most about them. Me too. What is it? It's me and my dad and Jay. What does your dad do? Charlie hesitated a moment before responding. He works at an office, accounting stuff. We don't do much together because he's always working a lot. And he likes Jay more. Charlie added that part quietly, scratching the nape of the neck. Why do you say that? He just does. We're not close. Family was a delicate subject for Charlie. Jay, too. Never liked to talk about it too much. I decided not to bring it up anymore. Instead, I offered them a small style. What is it? What are your dreams? Like, what do you want to achieve in the future? I'm trying to get a music scholarship. That's awesome. Charlie's smile faltered, replaced by a sad expression that pulled at my heartstrings. I don't know if it happened, though. I'm not that good. You're really good. Everyone loves it when you play piano. I'm sure you'll get it. Thank you, Hunter. I need that. It'd be nice if we could go to the same university. They didn't answer my question, though. Sounds like they're going for a scholarship just for what? To me, it sounded like Charlie was pursuing a scholarship more out of obligation than genuine passion. Is it really a dream? What? Do you actually want the scholarship? Do you want to keep studying music and stuff? A silence fell between us, thick and suffocating, as Charlie struggled to find the right words to respond. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I forget it. Ow. I backpedaled hastily, realizing too late the hurt that my words had caused. Stupid. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Even back then, I heard them with stupid, thoughtless words. What is it? Oh no, we already did all this. Oh. Everything I did was on autopilot. Hunter. I was not planning on talking to Jay. I was not planning on talking to anyone except Charlie. I wanted to be left alone. Can we talk? Jay has been good to me. They've heard me out day after day. Even when I yelled at them to go away, I pushed them away over and over. For some reason they stayed. For some reason they haven't given up on me like everyone else has. Sure, we can talk. Oh god, I'm not ready for this. Yesterday, you told me about the nightmare you had. That was yesterday? Feels like a month ago. A month feels like a week ago. I don't know where in time I am. You're scared that Charlie will die because of you. That's why you're driving yourself sick. Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm okay. Assume you've read about the treatments for the disease. That's all I do when I'm not here. Then you know about the surgeries and transplants and how they've been successful. Patients with Charlie's disease have gone through the successful lung surgeries. It's true, I read about it. And I read about it, and I read about it some more. The risks are too big. What if they don't work? If something goes wrong, Charlie could die. Lung surgeries have so many risks: bleeding, air leaks, damage to the lungs, blood vessels, the nerves, even the heart. If Charlie dies, it'll be my fault because I made them sick. Not to mention any post-operative complications. Some people will never wake up from the anesthesia, and she looked deep into my eyes as I blubbered on. Hunter. I paused to breathe. They put a hand on my shoulder. Do you really believe that? Or is that what Charlie told you? If it were from you from 3 months ago, would you believe the things you're saying? I don't know. The kind of person I was 3 months ago, 6 months, a year. Charlie and the disease and how to make it better are the only things in my mind all day, every single day. I don't know. The hunter I was friends with would ask Charlie to get surgery because he was one of the best for your friends. That's the kind of person you are. How do you forget that, Hunter? Jay's words were like a slap to the face. Your relationship with Charlie is bringing out the worst from you both. I've watched you become lethargic, anxious, depressed. You've isolated yourself from everyone who loves you. You stopped doing the things you enjoy. Please, Hunter, think about it. A healthy relationship would not do this to you. I let Jay's words sink in. A healthy relationship. I know what that's supposed to be like. My parents have one, my friends too. I've seen them in books, movies, cartoons. I know what that is. It's because Speechless, I tried to find a way to explain myself, but Jay stopped me, shaking their head as if they knew what was going through my mind. Since when have I been this anxious? Doubting every little thing, thinking of what ifs and despairing over them. There's a few articles I'd like you to read. I'll send them to you. Take a look. I can't. What? Charlie's my phone. What's on my left? I noticed something that was supposed to be obvious. What? Why? My response was quiet, barely hearable. The realization embarrassed me, because Charlie needs to check my messages to see if I'm cheating on them. Something so simple. Charlie's my phone, my freaking phone. I watch movies where this exact thing happens, and I've laughed or gotten frustrated at the characters that let it happen. I've read books where love strikes protagonists stay with partners who steal their phones or constantly accuse them of cheating. It's me. I'm so obvious, so stupid. Check the links I sent you when I get home then. I have some books you can borrow as well. Do you want them? And the idiotic protagonist who can't see the truth right before them. What the hell am I doing? Seriously, how did I let Charlie do this? It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not something normal you do to a partner. Thank you, Jay. You've helped me already. So you're going home and resting and having a decent meal? No. Something else I need to do first. Oh, God. I'm angry at myself for being so blind, and at Charlie for doing this to me. Hunter? I'll go rest, I promise. Sorry, Jay. It's my turn to lie. Alright. Call me send me an email or something when you get home. Of course. A myriad of memories returned to me then. I headed to room 402. Break up? Yes, I'm sorry, Charlie. I don't think this will work out. But why? My flowers said we're meant to be. This can't be true. No, 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 no! I'd see the signs slowly popping up as we spent time together. For now, I'd like to take a break from a romantic relationship with you. A break? You know, that's not a thing. At first, Charlie was sweet, kind, funny. I had fun being with them. We can still be friends. I don't want to lose the bond we have. But dating Charlie is not what I expected it to be. It was their only cuteness that I was attracted to, their kind, sweet personality. But I didn't really know them. I noticed not nearly as much as I knew Jay. Frankly, being with Charlie was becoming a chore, an exhausting one. It was becoming too much for me to handle. I found myself no longer looking forward to talking or being near them as sweethearts. Planning dates or going out of my way to walk them home was not something I enjoyed anymore. How could you? The attraction I had towards them was superficial. By talking to Jay about it, I realized what I wanted for the three of us was to go back for how we were before. Charlie, listen to me. I thought, if we hit pause on what was going on between us, we could take some time to rethink what we wanted. I just want my friends back. Then it happened. Charlie, what's going on? Are you okay? Charlie began to cough aggressively, trying things I couldn't take a good look at left their mouth as they heaved. I didn't understand back then what it was. Their disease, its symptoms, and its cause. Certainly, that day, what Charlie understood was that I didn't love them anymore. That's how we ended up here. Just for the record, I love my boyfriend so much. I could never ask for anything more or less. He is literally the love of my life. I'd just like to put that out there before I continue. I do love my boyfriend Charlie very much. Okay. Anyway. That's how I lost sight of what's important to me. Pushing open the door, I entered Charlie's hospital room. Hunter, you're back. Not wasting a single moment more, I knew I had to say it now. We need to talk. Charlie's eyes met mine, a mixture of surprise and curiosity flickering in their gaze. Talk? About what? I took a deep breath. About us, our relationship. Again with this? If I let them, they won't let me get a word. It's not working, Charlie, and we can't keep pretending everything's okay. Charlie shifted uncomfortably in the bed, shaking their head. Do you want me to die? You know you're killing me if you do this. I looked it up, Charlie. There's some treatments that you could take part of. They're expensive, mental, but they have good results. People who are dying of your illness who are living full lives and don't have to stay in hospitals. There's a surgery, too, for the lungs. It's experimental, but it works. Even if we break up or something happens to me, you don't have to die, Charlie. No, no, no! Charlie coughed again and again. With a gasp, they managed to speak. No, no, no. I could say that surgery? The one that could remove all my emotions, too? What? That's just a rumor. There's no cases where... Liar, 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 liar! You want me to suffer, don't you? All this time you've secretly hated me, haven't you? You want me to die, you do! Every fiber of my being wanted to scream, no, 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 that's not it at all. But I recalled the articles I read and what Jay taught me. It doesn't matter what I say. They're just gonna twist it and find another way to make me out the bad guy. I don't want you to die, Charlie. I want you to be okay, but I need to be okay too, and I'm not. Don't you see? I haven't been sleeping, talking to my friends, or even eating well. No, 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 no. Charlie reached over to one of those nightstands. I clenched my fist, gritted my teeth in frustration. We're not over. We're not breaking up. My words mean nothing to them, don't they? It's not your decision to... Charlie? No. We're not breaking up. We're not. He gasped the sight before me. Take it back or I'll die. Charlie had a small knife to the neck. Right here, right now. No, 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 Charlie, please. Guilt. Panic. You're so mean to me, Hunter. Calling me all those things, making up lies about me. You made me so sad. I want to die. I want to die so badly. I'm... You put me in the hospital. You made me sick. I can't get out of bed. I can't breathe. I can't play the piano. I'm stuck to this room. I have no one else but you. If anything, you're the abusive one, Hunter. You're the one who ruined my life. What is this? I'm the bad guy. Because I made Charlie go this far? Make them drop the knife, make them stop how? If Charlie dies because of me, I don't know what to do with myself. Being responsible for someone's death is something I'll stay with you. I will. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't know anything. I can't think of anything. Just please, drop the knife, okay? Give it to me. I love you. What am I without Charlie? What kind of person was I before we started dating? You said you wanted to break up. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to break up. We'll stay together forever. If you love me, then say sorry. Apologize for saying I'm evil, for saying I'm the villain. That is my fault you're unwell. Apologize for lying. Did I say that? Was I lying? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I just want Charlie to drop the knife. I want this to be over. I'm sorry for lying. I'm sorry for implying you said I'm evil. I'm sorry for saying you're evil. Please forgive me. I don't want you to die. I love you. I love you. Words heavy as air, as meaningful as passing wind. I love you, Charlie. Don't die. Please, please, please. Charlie eventually gave me the knife. By the time they calmed down, we were both sobbing. My head hurt. My eyes ached. I'm a terrible person. From that day on, Charlie continued to get better, then worse, then better. There seemed to be no end to it. Over and over, the cycle started up again. In my head, I knew it was wrong. I knew Jay had a point. I knew that this isn't a healthy relationship. But whenever I showed my doubts, Charlie would do it again. Again, again, again. We start from scratch the next day, then continue where we left off. If I don't love them back, they will die. If it's not from the disease. Loves me not, loves me not, love me! Oh, that's 6 times in a row. We really are fated soulmates. We'll never be apart, right, sweetie? Hunter, did you not hear me? Say you love me. Say it. Say it! Right. What day is it? When was the last time I spoke to anyone else? I don't know. Say it. I love you, Charlie. I love you. Say it, or I could die. Do you want that to happen? No. I love you, Charlie. Yay! I'm so happy. I love you too. Jay, they might have given up on me, but it's okay. I've given up on myself too. I don't like this, Charlie. I don't like this one. I like the other one better. You know, my husband, my real husband, not the video game husband. He's a little manipulative. Where's gonna, wow, 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 wow. Hello? 1 second, guys. So sorry for the sudden pause. My mom came in to talk to me. Alright, I'm gonna continue. I need to know why Charlie's being like this. I stated the question in my mind. Is there something, like... Did Charlie go through something when you two were younger? She opened their mouth to speak, and closed it. I'm sorry. Stupid question. I shouldn't have asked. I'll shut up now. No, Hunter. I'm just thinking. It's fine. I don't believe them. I shouldn't have said anything. Everything I say upsets someone. Why am I so stupid? Hunter. Jay stood in front of me and poked my shoulder. Sorry. I blinked away the tears that were threatening to spill from my eyes, and cleared my throat with a cough. Remember when I said I can't bring myself to see Charlie because it reminded me of some bad memories? I shook my head. I'm sorry, my brain's a complete mess. I can barely remember what day of the week it is. How many days has it been since the hospitalization? I don't know. Everything's mushed together and blended into one. It wasn't like this before. I really did have a decent memory, I think. Jay sighed. They looked around the hallway. It was relatively empty. 1 second, sorry, guys. Okay, I think that's the last interruption. I think we're good now. Alright. Hopefully. Jay sighed. They looked around the hallway. It was relatively empty. Charlie might have learned it from our parents. I tilted my head. There was a nasty, terribly divorce. We were too young to understand what was happening back then, and I only know now because Dad told me about it. There was our the woman who gave birth to us. Seeming the lack of words to express themselves, Jay made a motion with her hands. No, I'll spell it out. Mom was verbally, psychologically, and emotionally abusive. She was horrible to him. And to us, too. When Dad wasn't around, we would be the ones on the receiving end instead. I'm sorry. I had no idea you went through that. I knew their parents were divorced, but not about their mother. Charlie's told me some nice things about her. Just some memories, nothing like that. Jay nodded. She was always accusing him of cheating. Even hired a private investigator and followed him around when he was out. You get the gist? She threatened to leave him or end her own life. Cry, scream, blame everything on him, all to keep Dad close to her. Jay took a deep breath, biting their lower lip. For a moment, I thought they would start to cry. We were just kids. But Jay did not spill any tears. They continued talking mechanically, as if reading off a list of ingredients. She learned the best way to get him was to use us. A pause. One time, Charlie forgot to give her the Mother's Day card we made in school. Mom took it personally. She was awful to them the entire day. She'd sprinkle small comments and implied she would kill herself if she didn't get a card. Oh God, that's horrible. Charlie tried to talk to her, tell her over and over again she loved her, give her a different present, but nothing worked. She just wanted the goddamn card. I just wanted her to stop, so I scribbled up a card, signed it with Charlie's name, and gave it to her. Jay stopped again. I swallowed, put a hand on their forehead. We were just kids. I put a hand on their shoulder. Jay stood firm, even in the face of such horrible recollections. See, Hunter, threats, manipulation, guilt tripping. Growing up, that was only an example of romantic love we had. Two implications hung in the air. First, the answer to the mystery of why Jay always rejected those who confessed to them. Second, about Charlie and I. Okay. Instead of responding, I changed the focus back to their mother. Do you guys ever see her? You, Mom? No, there's a restraining order. And an order of protection. Oh, God. We haven't heard from her in years. It's a court that's been going on for ages. She continued telling me all those awful things about their mother did to them and Charlie, and how their family is still struggling to recover. It's horrible, and it feels like that's not even half of it. Some of those sounded familiar to me, but something in me refused to acknowledge it. Charlie, reaching the point where one would need to get a restraining order against them? I can't see it. I can't. I've never talked about this out loud with anyone. Jay leaned against the wall and smiled weakly. You and Charlie and your dad, you don't talk about the past? No, nowadays we pretend that never happens. Just like how Charlie and I have been doing things. Never talking about what upset us, pretending everything's fine the next day. Hunter, thanks for hearing me out. I feel stronger. I don't know why, but I attempt to smile at them. You've always helped me out, even when I pushed you away. It's only fair I do the same for you. I'm really sorry you went through all that. You're really strong, Jay. Jay widened their eyes in surprise. Strong? A minute of silence went by as we stood there by the wall. Nurses and patients passed by, looking at us curiously. It's a matter of time before the usual nurse comes to kick us out. The conversation doesn't feel real, nor do the doubts going through my mind. What if Jay's right, and Charlie's imitating their mother? How far will this go? I don't know. I've been able to tell what's reality and what's in my head for some time now, because it was Jay who broke the silence. I'm going to talk to Charlie. What? With a determined expression on the face, Jay turned to look in the direction of Charlie's room. We need to talk about it. About Mom, what she did to us. Sudden decision caught me off guard. What if Charlie gets upset? They will. No, you don't get it. Charlie gets upset, their illness will worsen. It happened before. More like it happens every single time. That's why I can't do anything to hurt them. I have to make them happy. Hunter, go home. You need sleep. No, I have to see Charlie. Sentence came out of my mouth automatically. It's something I said to myself when I woke up every single day. What's wrong with me? I'm going instead, alright? I'll talk to them. I'll make them understand why what they're doing to you is wrong. I've been thinking, if things had been a little different, I might have been in their shoes, instead they're in mine. Charlie remembers how it was with Mom, they might understand. The word idealistic came through my mind then. Jay, you have to be the ones to break through the generational cycle. Cycle? They didn't look back, nor did they respond. For the first time since hospitalization, Jay was going to see Charlie. I should be happy or excited or even nervous. Should be cheering my friends on for doing something that takes so much courage. But all I felt was fear. Fear that after it was all over, Charlie would put the pain on me. And I would have to apologize over and over again. Somehow this is my fault. It always is. I could not move. Since Jay left, I don't know how long ago, I've been able to get on a spot, looking at the floor, terrified. It's not going to end well. It's going to be my fault. Charlie will get mad at me. Charlie will get mad at me. Charlie get mad at me. Charlie will get mad at me. Charlie 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 get mad at me. He'll get mad at me. He'll get mad at me. He'll get mad at me. They'll get mad at me. They go mad at me. A door slamming. Footsteps. Jay struggled to head my way, hugging themselves with their head down. Jay? Quiet. No response. Jay, what happened? It didn't go well. Of course it didn't. I should have stopped Jay. It's my fault. I can't do this. A loud heaving sob. Jay's voice shook in a way I'd never heard before. Usually calm and collected. Jay, this is a dream. Charlie's just like Mom, just like her. A nervous bout of laughter escaped their mouth. I thought I escaped her. But from the pianist to the flowers to love, you're identical. Another sob. I need Charlie to tell me that I'm wrong. I'm imagining things. This is not Jay. Jay does not break down in cheers and fall to knees. Jay does not grit their teeth like this. Jay does not turn their head back and forth in fear. Jay, don't cry. Get away. Shh, it's okay. I forgive you. Let's forget what happened. Do you listen to yourself? Jay does not like hugs, not from me, not from Charlie. You can't be mean to me, I'm your family. But I forgive you, everyone makes mistakes. Jay does not shake and cry and whimper. Shh, there. I still love you even though you made a huge mistake. No matter how much you hurt me, I'll always love you, Jay. I thought to myself, I'm not strong. Never have been. From the start, I've been a weakling and can't stand up for myself. I'm sorry, Jay. Charlie. How did they say it again earlier? Breaking the generational cycle. I can't do that. Not me. Smile will happen again. Come to see Charlie. They will smile and utter sweet, meaningless words. As if nothing happened, I'll put the bouquet of hydrangeas by their bedside. Youch. Ew. Ew. Brother, ugh. It's because of my mom. Charlie peeked up, bringing her hands together with a smile. My mom would always give me and Jay some hydrangeas when we were sad. When we were outside, she'd bring us to a little flower shop and make a bouquet with her. It's because we'd stop crying and forget all those upsetting things. What a sweet memory. Charlie's both told me about their mom before, and what about their dad? It's always been very vague, giving me the feelings that I didn't like talking about their family. Jay, too. I wonder why. I love my mom. I miss her a whole lot. Can't see her because of the divorce? Charlie visibly sat in, their lower lip trembling. Yeah, Dad won't let me. Why not? They shrugged slightly, a small motion I hadn't noticed. The divorce was really, really bad. Before it was finalized, Jay and I got split up. He stayed with her dad, and I stayed with Mom. Then he furrowed the brows in annoyance. Dad put all kinds of awful things in Jay's head. He was so mad at Mom. He wanted to make Jay hate her too. And he did it! When we went back to live with them, Jay didn't want to hear a thing about Mom. Fuck, wait. Now that I don't get along with Dad, it's because of him that our family got split up. I wish the family could be together again, like before, the four of us. We were all so happy. And now along with Charlie's story, they clearly miss their mom. I hope that they can find a way to see her again someday. Oh. Oh, that's not... A lot of things happened afterwards. I found myself living in some kind of loop, doing something wrong, feeling extremely guilty, receiving a gift, and then thinking everything would be fine again. But it always starts over and over again. I don't know what day it is, how long it's been since the hospitalization. Nothing. Jay tells me it's a cycle of abuse. They've heard me out day after day, even when I yelled at them to go away, pushed them away over and over. Your relationship with Charlie is bringing out the worst from you both. I've watched you both become lethargic, anxious, depressed. You've isolated yourself from everyone who loves you. You stopped doing the things you enjoy. Since when have I been this anxious? Doubting every little thing, thinking of what ifs, and despairing over them. I've read books where love-struck protagonists stay with partners who steal their phones or constantly accuse them of cheating. I'm the idiotic protagonist who can't see the truth right before them. What the hell am I doing? Seriously, how did I truly do this? It's not normal. It's not something you do to your partner. I don't remember how long ago it was, but Charlie told me a bit about your mother. What? Well, how she'd gift you hydrangeas when you two were sad. Sounded like Charlie misses her a lot. Before we finish, an expression I never see contorted Jay's features into one of anger. What the fuck? The hydrangeas? Are you fucking serious? I cowered in fear, so stupid I made someone mad again. I might not be remembering exactly. My memory's been really bad lately. Desperation crept into my voice. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I'm really sorry. Jay rushed past me. Where are you going? I'm sorry. Sound of a door slamming open reverted from the hallway. As the door slowed again, Jay barged into them. Ah! Charlie yelped in shock. Jay? What the hell is wrong with you? Jay slammed their hands against one of the wall. Charlie cried out in distress, staring me with wide, frightened eyes. Hunter, help me! I don't know what's going on, but Jay, you have to calm down. No, Hunter, this doesn't concern you. Jay snapped, their gaze locked on Charlie with an intensity I never thought they were capable of showing. I approached Charlie's bed. At each movement, Charlie instinctively recoiled, tucking themselves against the wall. Jay, stop me! Don't hurt me! Do you not remember? Can you not see it? I don't understand. As they stood before Charlie, Their fists clenched at their sides. Visible tremor ran through Jay's body. The last time we got hydrangeas from Mom. They took another shaky step forward, their eyes locked on Charlie. Right before the divorce, do you remember what it was, Charlie? No, Mom was a great person. She loved us and we... You're the one to talk. What's wrong with liking Mom's flowers? You had a duck from Dad once and you made it your whole life. Why can't I like flowers? It has nothing to do with that. Jay's voice erupted into a primal scream that crashed through the very walls of the room. An emotion that had been building intensity until it reached a deafening level. Try to remember you. I'm begging you to try. Why did Mom give us flowers? Think about it. Dad had gone out to drink to run away from her. It was one of her bad days, remember? We were alone. Mom was standing in front of us. For a brief moment, the world seemed to stand still. With a knife pressed against her neck, Mom said it. If you don't tell Mommy you love her... No! Charlie screamed, shutting up their twin. Stop it, Jay. I don't want to hear that. What she did to us after she came back from the hospital? The same gift she gave us every single time, as if to erase what she had done. With widened eyes, Jay's gaze was settled next to the object in his hand. The bouquet of hydrangeas I'd given to them the day before. Every single time Mom did something horrible, she'd give us gifts. She'd never apologize, but it was a way of saying, look how nice I am. Forget about yesterday. Rinse and repeat over and over again. Sound familiar to you too? Charlie said an airy word. Quiet. They looked down at their lap. Are you trying to break us up, Jay? Yes. Jay's shoulders shook. You two can't stay together. Not like this. Do you want me to die then? With a hunter, my disease will get worse. Flowers in my lungs will grow and grow until I can't function anymore. I'm sick and dying. But I guess you must be happy to see your annoying sibling. Of course not. You're my sibling. That's why it hurts so much to see you acting just like her. Shock at Jay's outburst. I felt myself unable to move from the spot. We were kids. You were the one who protected me. You kept me away from the monster, remember? You pretended that we were in the game of hide and seek, and you would hide me while she took out her emotions on you instead of me. You taught me how to recognize when she was having a bad day, the clinging of her heels as she got home. You created a secret code for me to know what the time to pretend to be asleep. Jay recounted memories of a childhood fraught with fear and uncertainty. Memories Charlie had never allowed to. Not to me. All I could do was listen. So the memories of Jay had. Wait, 1 sec. I swear. Okay. I think that's the last one. Okay. All I could do was listen. Listen to the feelings and memories Jay had. What happened to that Charlie? To my sibling who put themselves on the line for me. Jay's voice cracked with sorrow, aching for the sibling they'd lost somewhere along the way. You're like this, but you're my sibling. Watching Hunter become like Dad and you like Mom, I can't do it anymore, Charlie. Jay had finally let out years worth of repressed emotions. They were released, a torrent of pent-up memories that had been building within them for far too long. I was unable to take my eyes away from them. I wanted to comfort them, to hug them. Something that came out of Charlie's mouth and stopped me in my tracks. They too must be recalling those very same memories. My friends had been holding out such painful experiences all this time, and I had no idea. For this first time, Charlie was left speechless. Their tears flowed freely now. Not the same tears that appear in the corner of their eyes when they screamed at me. No, these were tears of extreme sorrow. Charlie's tears fell in a steady stream, tracing a path down their cheeks. Jay stood by their side, their own tears mingling with those of their sibling. No words were exchanged between them. In the midst of their tears, Jay turned their head to look at me. Leave, Hunter. Leave and don't come back until you're ready. Charlie did not react or speak against Jay's orders. Looked down at their hands, their lower lip trembling as they held back more tears. I'm sorry. I was shocked, yes. I berated myself for not recognizing the extent of their suffering sooner. But once I realized, as I heard Jay talked about the past, an unsettling realization came over me. is a gnawing sense of unease, a creeping awareness. I've become apologetic, consumed by guilt. I find myself shouldering the blame for everything. I'm not able to muster a smile anymore. It's not how it used to be. There had been a time where laughter run through the classroom where we met. There'd been a time when we'd walk and chat and joke so freely and easily. At some point, child had become everything that mattered to me, and more. The disease and its symptoms, my biggest enemy. Before I had relationships, I had lifestyle, I had goals. It seems so irrelevant now, so disconnected from who I am, from who I've become. I can't do this anymore. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm living for. My graduation is coming up this year, huh? Right. Still a while to go, though. Don't say it. I'm nervous already. If I don't do well on semester's finals, I'll be left behind. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet when we leave. Something about helping people, maybe? It'd fit you, Hunter. You're always so kind. Especially to us. But if I don't pass the test, we'll be separated. Charlie, you've panicked about the test enough. There's no point in worrying about exams that'll happen in approximately 7 months. Right, Hunter? Yeah, it's okay, Charlie. Don't fret about it. There's plenty of time. And if you need help, we can study together. Really? Yeah. Really, really? Even though I'm so antsy and stuff, you'd hang out with me? What? There. Charlie, you're too cute to not hang out with. What? Get a room, you two. No, Jay, don't go. I'm too nervous. You're so noisy. What I mean was, what are you guys doing after graduation? Charlie, you're gonna study music, right? And Jay, you could get into a good university with your grades. Med school? Not med school. Med students have no life. I'm gonna sell 4 years of my life to studying something. It has to be at least something that won't bore me to sleep. Dogology? Shush. Charlie's gonna try for a scholarship, and I think Charlie? My head. They battered my head. Earth to Charlie. No thanks. Hunter, you broke them. Sorry, I mean to Jay. Help me fix them. What? Why me? It's your mess. Because you're super smart and you know everything. Teach me your wise knowledge, master. Shut up, smartass. The dreams we talked about. The classroom. The cool, calm Jay. And the Charlie had fallen for. The truth is, I wanted all of us to go to the same university. Then we keep in touch when he entered the workforce. Had a job that would let me help people. There was a time when I wanted that. We'd visit each other's families as we grew too busy to spend time together. The mere thought of our conversations filled me with a bittersweet longing. The person I was before, and I mourn them. Now, it's all so far away. There's nothing left. Nothing. Hunter, is that you? It's been a while. I haven't seen you around here since. Yeah. Can I go in? Of course. Charlie'd be happy to see you. Entering the room, searing feeling of pure guilt that enveloped me almost shook away all my confidence. Charlie was laying down motionless. There were times when their condition got worse, but this time it was truly terrible. Pale and thin, Charlie was unmoving, their breaths shallow and labored. Tubes and wires snaked across their body, new ones that weren't there last time I'd seen them. Hunter? I was afraid that this would happen. I still am. But I need to do this. Charlie, we're breaking up. Charlie's eye widened in shock. What, Hunter? I don't. Held up my hand, cutting off the protective before they were. No, Charlie, you're going to let me speak. We are in an abusive relationship. You have issues that have nothing to do with me. I can't fix you, Charlie. Charlie's expression crumbled, and tears welled up in their eyes. Her shoulders, each rapid breath, watching them come undone before my eyes. Their pain laid bare for me to see. I thought, what a familiar sight. past days I haven't been there, I came to many realizations. My friends, my family, how much I isolated myself from them. I ignored my health. I missed out on school, attempting to reconnect with them, and learning to take care of myself again has been incredibly difficult. I've talked a lot with Jay. I introduced me to your dad. You know, I was horrified. We're like nothing alike, but it was like so I was staring in a mirror. Hey, did you know from the start that I'm a weak person? That I take in and worry until I drive myself sick? Did you fall in love with me because you know you'll be able to manipulate me like your mother did? No. Charlie and Jay's dad was a quiet man carrying a permanent sad frown. Apologetic, skittish, constantly explaining himself. Man is still trying to this day to get back to how he was before in love with their mom, before he began to believe he was seeing and hearing things, before he had lost all of his confidence and self-esteem. I've been seeing a therapist at this hospital, actually. Should see one too. This was a wake-up call. I looked at him, and I thought, it's not the life I've dreamt of. It's not how I want to be 5-10 years from now. Forever bound to Charlie's whims and tears, apologizing and crying for forgiveness. Goodbye, Charlie. It's enough. Hunter! No, don't! Hunter! Don't go, I'll die! Shook my head. I even laughed a little. It's so obvious to me. Charlie's understanding of love is so warped they can't see something so simple. It wasn't love. It has to be mutual love, Charlie. It was guilt. Guilt and longing for things to come back to normal. The only things keeping us together. Even if I stayed, it would not be mutual. That's not love. Love isn't supposed to hear otherwise to us yet. I don't want to stick around and try to see if it would change in a year, 2 years. What a joke. Charlie, there's no way I can love you now. My eyes are wide open to what Charlie has been doing to me. No, don't leave me! Thought if I even try a little harder, they will get better. But it's not on me to fix Charlie. Charlie's to take care of himself. And I... Hunter! Goodbye. I'm taking the first step to take care of me. When I started this stream and this game, I thought this was gonna be like a horror game or something. And this entire game just accurately depicted my abusive relationship. I don't know how many people are going to get to this part of my stream or my video, but the in-game Hunter... Oh my god. I should have named Charlie Aussie. Because that was exactly how my ex treated me. Oh my god. It was the constant nagging, and if you leave, I'm gonna hurt myself, or if you leave, you're gonna hurt yourself, you can't live without me. Or, I don't remember how I manipulated you. I don't remember how I hurt you. And it was like I thought I could escape that cycle of them hurting me, and then them bringing me back and hurting me again. And their friends were brought into it to make me think I was the problem more and more. And oh my god. The fact that it... Oh my god. I didn't think it would take that. I didn't know that it would become that much more relatable to what they did to me. Oh god. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna cry on camera. That would be stupid. But that was a good game. That's a good game. Several years have passed since then. I've moved on with my life. It's been difficult, Therapy's tough. Recognizing what happened was tougher. What occurred back then was now the memory of that only came back in specific moments, instead of a constant nightmare in the back of my head. But for that to happen, I had to make some difficult choices. Letting go of Jay was one of them. We attempted to continue off what was left at first, but I discovered that even simply keeping talks by text was painful for me. Every interaction reminded me of those days where I didn't eat, didn't sleep, refused help from my loved ones. So we grew apart. I wonder if Jay felt the same way. They hadn't even attempted to reconnect either. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks turned into months, I began to forge new paths. Still, it's not easy. Days I remember such little things as music they like, food they ate with me, or places we went together. Since I associate with them, there are times when I think I'm over it and then it returns. Passing by the colorful display of a window of the flower shop, the moment the faint scent of hydrangeas blows by, it feels like it's all still happening. The good, the bad, the bittersweet, the unforgettable. If I want to do what I would do, I'll never forgive my ex. I've never forgiven Charlie. I understand why they did what they did, but Charlie had no other example in their life of what a healthy relationship looked like. But I can't forgive them for hurting me, manipulating me, making me forget who I was. Some people I've briefly told the story to insist that I have to forgive Charlie, that I'll never find peace, or whatever that means, if I don't forgive them. I disagree. Everyone has a different way of finding peace. Perhaps Charlie and Jay have forgiven their mother, perhaps not. Maybe if they did, and now forget it. Maybe if they didn't, but desperately want to. Where are they now? Crying of happiness? Drowning in despair? It's not my place to wonder. I've moved on. So we take different paths in life. I'm proud that I was able to stand up for myself that day. I'll find my own new way of living. Mom did not get better, but I will. I will be okay. That... Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That... Oh. Yeah. No. That accurately depicted what happened between me and my ex. Yeah. You know, I've been, trying to stop myself from thinking about it. But if anyone gets to this point in the video, I'm really proud of you for even making it through that. Yeah. No. Or times I, play games, I watch shows, and I still think of him. I can't watch Good Omens anymore without thinking of how he really likes it. And I'm sometimes I want to go back and text him again, or talk to him again, or tell him what's happening in my life. But I know I shouldn't. But it's just so... It's hard not to. Yeah. I don't know who made this game. I don't know anyone who developed this game at all. I don't even know if they're gonna see this. or if anyone important's gonna see this. The kids from my school are gonna make fun of me on this video, but if anyone actually like cares about what I'm rambling about right now, yeah. Yeah. I went through something too. And if anyone's going through something similar, I I'm glad you're still here, 'cause I almost wasn't. And I think it's really hard for some people to accept that they weren't. Yeah. I don't really have anything poetic. I didn't expect this game to be what it was. I thought this was going to be a short, fun horror visual novel, but yeah. Thank you everyone for watching on YouTube and on Twitch. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.